Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Noufah Aliyyah and her name is Zahra, Rizki, Syafina, and we're from Rabbani Islamic Junior High School. And right now, we're going to tell you guys a story about the city mouse and the country mouse. So, one day, a mouse who lived in the city went to visit his friend who lived in the country. His friend has left the city a while back and began to live in the country. After his long journey, the city mouse had finally arrived next to his friend in the village.
This place feels awful. How do you live in such a place?
After a long and tiring walk, the city mouse finally arrived at his friend's house. The country mouse had made himself a house under the ground.
How does my friend live in such a bad environment? I still don't understand.
And then the city mouse knocked on the door. Then the country mouse opened the door. The country mouse was very surprised and happy at the same time to see his friend.
Welcome, my friends. What brings you here? I've been boring from the city life. I've been meaning to come and see ya, but I can see that you're not all that happy. Who says that? Oh, why don't you come inside and I'll prepare something to eat?
They both came in and the city mouse was amazed to see the inside of the house because the country mouse was living in a dark, small, airless little hole.
What a dark and tiny home you have. How do you live here?
But the country mouse doesn't seem to hurt it. He also had prepared something for his friend to eat. On the table were a piece of lettuce, cheese, and carrots and kernels of corn.
Ooh, come on, my friend. Enjoy this dinner.
The city mouse had to look at all that were on the table and said,
You call this a feast? Back for relief. We have cakes, pastries, variety of cheese, and meat that you can find anything that you desire in the city.
After the city mouse had finished his meal, they began to walk around the country mouse's hometown. The city mouse did not like where the country mouse was living at all.
These types of places are not for my liking at all. It's very dirty and boring. Oh, you must visit my hometown one day. I'm sure you won't come back here.
In the following morning, the two friends said their farewells. After they had parted, the country mouse decided to visit his friend in the city. And so he began his journey. After a long journey, he finally arrived in the city. The country mouse was shocked to see where his friend was living because the city mouse was lived in an apartment.
This address is yours? Not exactly. I'm sharing the house with the landlord. Oh, I'm very hungry. Show me the amazing feast you were talking about.
And then the city mouse entered the kitchen, opened the fridge door, then took cheese, meat, and a variety of vegetables and fruit. He put them all on the table. But as soon as they began to eat, they heard a cat meowing.
Oh no! The cat of the landlord! Come! We must hide! Follow me!
Both mice entered a small hole in the wall and got away. Out of wrath, the country mouse asked,
You live in the same house with the cat? Isn't this dangerous? It sure is, but this is the price I have to pay if I want to live in luxury and wealth.
After a short while, the cat left the kitchen, and both mice came off the hole and continued to eat. A while later, they heard the street door opened. Turns out, it was the landlord.
Come on, hurry up and run! The landlord came! Run before she sees us!
The mice ran back to the little hole, and the country mouse, out of breath, asked once again,
This time, I don't know why we run. But the little landlord, doesn't she know that you live here?
No.
Of course she doesn't. People are very dangerous. How do you live in such a place like this? Well, it has its days, of course, but I'm happy living this way. Look, I can eat whatever I want and whenever I want. It's time to go. Come on, let's continue eating.
The country mouse got out of the hole first, but as soon as he got out, he began to complain.
No, thank you, mister. I've lost my appetite. This much fear is enough for me. I'm leaving. Where are you going? I'm going back home. My house might not be rich, but I'll live in peace with my freedom. I'd rather live in peace than live in fear all the time.
And so, the country mouse returned to his poor lifestyle and continued to live happily, and he never returned to the city ever again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.